Hi, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having an amazing day. We are in Sarasota, Florida. Florida has so many beautiful beaches. Today we are going to be visiting Bayfront Marina and Siesta Key Beach. We will also be closing our video by having dinner at an Amish restaurant. Let's go! Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Whoa, look at that. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Welcome back to the channel. We are in Sarasota, Florida. This is the Bayfront area. We saw this area was kind of interesting. They got some shops, some dining, and a beach. So we want to check this out. This looks like the marina. So please join us. Let's go, Sarasota, Florida. So we're at the Island Park Fitness Walk. We're gonna check this out. We're still in the Bayside area of Sarasota, Florida. Let's go. Looks like they have a nice park area. We're gonna check this out. So when you go to Florida, they say there are alligators. You know what? There's an alligator. So we must be in Florida. Nah, it's not real. So it looks like there's a lot of fun stuff for kids to do. There's a park, but also there's these little fountains, which is cool. So bring your bathing suits, have fun, and play in the fountains. Pretty nice on a hot day. Bayfront Park in Sarasota, Florida. This place is located next to Marina Jack. It's a great spot for viewing Sarasota Bay and the city skyline. The park is dog friendly, has a fountain, a splash pad for kids, and the park is also a popular spot for walking, jogging, and enjoying the Sarasota sunset. What you see is a representation of a famous photo at the end of World War II when the Japanese unconditionally surrendered to the Allied forces. This was in Manhattan, New York. There was a spontaneous picture of a sailor kissing a nurse. And this was a very symbol of the joy, the exhilaration, and the merriment that people, especially soldiers, felt at the end of the Second World War. There's also another statue very similar to this in San Diego that we also saw as well. But right now, we're in Sarasota, Florida. We're leaving the marina at Bayfront Park and heading to Siesta Key Beach. While I'm driving, you can see some expensive, beautiful beachside homes and a very scenic causeway bridge that has water on both sides, creating an amazing Florida landscape in Sarasota. Now we have arrived at Siesta Beach. Sarasota, Florida has beautiful beaches, particularly the beach we visited, which was Siesta Key Beach. The beach has powdery white sands, warm water with a turquoise color, and calm waves. A great place to bring kids for a day at the beach. We are done with the beach and now we're heading for dinner. We decided to choose an Amish restaurant called Yoders. A little brief history about the Amish and who are the Amish. The Amish are part of a community of the Pennsylvania Dutch who speak a German-English dialect. The Amish have chosen to live a simple life, separating themselves from modern technology. The dress is plain clothing and hold a strong emphasis of family and community. Their religion is they are Christian Anabaptists. The Sarasota Amish arrived in Florida in the 1920s in Pinecraft, Florida, to escape the harsh Pennsylvania winter. Potatoes? Oh, you get a choice, right?
Yeah, you get two sides.
How about mashed potatoes and corn? That's one is going to be the mac and cheese.
Okay, what side to go with that?
What side do you want, Joel? French fry? Fries.
Okay.
And a cheeseburger.
Okay.
And same thing.
On that cheeseburger other than cheese? Any lettuce, tomato, and pickle, or anything?
Yes. Anything else? No. Just yeah.
Just cheese. What
Yeah.
side to go with?
Same thing. Fries.
Fries.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are in Sarasota, Florida. We're at a place called Yoders. Now this is an Amish-owned restaurant. We're in Amish Village. So it's interesting. We're going to see how this is. Everything is homemade, and they're known for their fried chicken and pie. So we got a number of dishes. I did get the fried chicken, and then we're going to try the pie later. It looks really good. When I walk in, the people were very, very friendly. And this place was recommended on YouTube, so we wanted to try it out. Before you get your food, they give you some bread. This is fresh baked bread. They give you a lot of butter. It's funny, she comes over and she says these are specialty plates, which are napkins, but they also have homemade apple butter. And I've never had apple butter before, so I want to try this. So I'm going to try this on some of the bread. So let's just give it a little squirt. See how this is. Ooh, the bread's very soft, you can tell. This is homemade bread. So let's try this. Mmm, very good. It tastes like apples. Not really butter, more like apple jam. It's really nice. Goes really good with the bread. The bread's very fresh, very nutty too. This is very nice. Good little appetizer. Now the apple butter is very sweet, but not overly sweet because it tastes like apples. So maybe apples got a little bit of a cinnamony taste to it, but it goes really good. So it's very sweet. Nice with the bread. So they also give you butter. So if you want to put some butter on it, you can. So I'm going to try some with their butter. The bread was really good. I like the bread. So let's try some with a little bit of butter. It's a little hard, so gotta bear with me here. But we'll try it with some of the butter and see how that is. So let's give it a try. So here we go. Pretty good. Butter's very fresh too. Okay.
What is this bread? It's chicken stuffing, the barbecue pulled pork on top of mac and cheese. Oh.
So barbecue pulled pork on top of mac and cheese.
And then this? I don't know what they call it.
A muffin.
So,
Joel's is mac and cheese and french fries.
okay, and then
And
And
Ruth,
this is a cheeseburger with fries.
and a cheeseburger and fries. And I got what they're known for, which is the fried chicken. I got a mix of white and dark meat. They also gave me mashed potatoes. I like the gravy on the side in case I'm not crazy about the gravy. And corn. I thought it was going to be corn on the cob, but still looks pretty good. So I'm going to try some of the chicken. I'm going to try this piece first. Looks like a pretty meaty piece here. Looks like it's pretty crunchy on the outside. So let's cut into this and see what it looks like on the inside. Whoa, look at that. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. So let's try a little bit of this. Very soft. Not a lot of flavor, but still really good. But the meat is very soft. That's the first thing I noticed. And the outside isn't like really overly crunchy too. The skin. It's just a light little crunch there. So a little bit of breading. Very tasty. Pretty good. But not a lot of flavor, not a lot of spice, but very fresh, very tasty. So next I want to try the mashed potatoes. I'm always a big fan of mashed potatoes. So let me try without the gravy first. Here we go. Fluffy, buttery, very buttery tasting, very savory. Let's try it with a little bit of the gravy. You never know what type of gravy. Usually it's like a chicken gravy or a beef gravy. This is probably chicken. Let's try this. Better without the gravy. I'm not quite sure about the gravy. The flavor's a little different for me, but I like the mashed potatoes. So mashed potatoes are pretty good without the gravy, but it gives it a little bit of a different taste. The gravy tastes like it's from chicken stock. Normally I'm used to a brown gravy on mashed potatoes, so that's why it's kind of unusual for me, but still pretty good. Now I'm going to try some of the corn. Now, I actually thought this was corn on the cob, but corn is good either way. Let's try this. Again, very buttery, very savory, very fresh. You can tell they took it right off the cob. But I noticed a lot of dishes have a lot of butter in it. So I think that becomes like the main ingredient to add flavor to the food. This was very buttery. This was very buttery. So I believe that it. Very little salt and pepper, not a lot of spice, but still very fresh.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like barbecue with pork. Like it.
Creamy.
Very, very creamy.
So I got a little shared from this plate. So it's barbecue pork over mac and cheese, macaroni and cheese. So let's try some of the barbecue pork. And let's try it with a little bit of the mac and cheese. Let's try that. That's pretty good. I don't really taste the mac and cheese. I think because the barbecue pork, the barbecue sauce is very tangy and very sweet, and it overpowers the mac and cheese itself. So what I'm going to do, I just want to try the mac and cheese by itself and see if that makes a difference. Still tastes very barbecue flavor. Here's some of the original mac and cheese that my son ordered. So I'm going to try some of this. Very creamy, very good, very savory. That's good. Nice mac and cheese. But if you like the barbecue, get this one, the barbecue mac and cheese. All right, we just finished dinner and it was really good. Homemade meal, very satisfying, and I definitely recommend if you're ever in Sarasota to try this place called Yoders. So this is the end of our video. We had a great experience in Sarasota. We started at the Bayfront Park. We also went to Siesta Beach, which we really enjoyed. The water was really warm and refreshing. It started thundering and lightning, so we had to leave. And then we topped it all off at a great meal called Yoders, which is homemade food, Amish food, and it was really good, especially the fried chicken. Really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy this video. Stay tuned for more content, food, travel, and if you like, click like, and bye from now from Sarasota, Florida.